guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sydney. Be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more future videos of mine. Today we are going to be talking about tips for natural birth. If you knew or haven't watched my birth video, I had a home birth and it was beyond amazing. It was actually an unassisted, very educated home birth, and I spent about 8 months researching and doing everything and finding out everything possible and just preparing myself because this is what I really wanted. So if you want to watch my birthing video, I will link that down below if you want to watch that. It was fairly amazing. I wouldn't have it any other way if we do decide to have more kids. I already have 3, so I think we're trying to stop here, but you never know. I don't feel done, so we'll see if we have another one. My main thing was just, for one, being informed about every situation possible. I felt like that helped a lot ease my mind. And, you know, you have to have all your ducks in a row. You have to have a smooth pregnancy. You have to, like, be informed about everything that you're injecting or putting into your body or taking out of your body, you know, like, a lot of people, I assume if you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in a home birth, or an unassisted home birth, either way, and some people even go unassisted for doctors and stuff like that, which I had complications with my daughter, so I just wanted, with my first, so I just wanted to make sure that everything was fine, and, you know, just keeping everything in check and hearing her heartbeat and knowing that my body was fine throughout the whole thing. And that was the main thing, is knowing for sure that everything is good. I didn't get like the flu shot. I didn't get any tests done like that. I did get blood drawn because hypothyroidism, stuff like that, but I didn't like get the genetic tests done. I didn't get like all these things done or get anything put into my body as well. So that's a huge thing. Also, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I did take prenatals, and I found that that was causing a lot of complications for me. And I've had complications with both my other pregnancies, and I took prenatals during them. This is just irony, I think. But who knows? It could be linked to a lot of things. I don't know if what they're putting in the prenatals and everything is good for you, because it was causing me complications, and I stopped taking it at about I think I was like 9 weeks pregnant, and I stopped taking it the whole rest of the time. Easy as can be pregnancy. Like, if I had another pregnancy, that would be wise, because I had such a smooth pregnancy. But anyways, so sorry for the long intro, I just wanted to kind of base on that. The main thing that I found helpful throughout my whole pregnancy is like just switching my mindset from what society thinks birth is like to what it's actually supposed to be and what it has been for thousands of years. I read Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Childbirth. That helped me a lot. Reading positive home birth stories is another one. Knowing that it is possible to have a unmedicated, unassisted home birth painless. Like, that's the thing, is it can be painless. It really can. It's all a mindset. If you go into it thinking, this is gonna hurt, I'm gonna be in like pure agony, like screaming and cussing at my husband, pure agony, yeah, that's how it's gonna be for you. If you go in it thinking, oh, this is alright, this is gonna be okay, and just breathing through it and everything, it will be okay. It really will. And yes, it's going to be painful, but if you think that it's going to be painful, it's going to be more painful. If that makes sense at all, I hope that does, because it does to me, but I'm not sure if I'm wording it right. So hypnobirthing is a main thing that I did my whole pregnancy, well, like from 3 months on. that really worked for me. Just taking about 5 minutes each day to just sit there and breathe and relax and really listen to these hypnobirthing people about how to change your mindset and stuff like that. It really worked for me, and I hope it works for you if that's what you decide to do. A huge part of achieving an unmedicated birth is being completely committed to it, being honest with yourself, and do it for you and your baby, no one else. Know why you are wanting a home birth, because everybody wants to achieve different things, and that is so true. And to each their own. I mean, my reason was because I didn't want someone telling me when to push. I wanted it to be super painless. I wanted it to go my way. I didn't want like things to like go against me, and the more people you have to fight off, the more stress you get, and you know, all of it is just, and pharmaceuticals and all that, it's just, I'm not into it. I'm not into the hospital. I'm not into all of that. I don't go to the hospital for a sore throat, if you know what I mean. Like, sorry, I have to breastfeed her. I hope that doesn't make you uncomfortable. Okay, 2, research and read and do study a lot. Be knowledgeable in the process. Be knowledgeable in the process of your body, of how everything works, and why natural birth is better than actually hospital births. It's actually more safe, they say, to have a home birth than it is to have a hospital birth. And that is because cannot think, sorry. 3, get a solid team in place. Make sure your husband, your midwife or doula or whatever are on board with you and know exactly what you want and aren't going to go against it. They need to be your backbone. With me, it was me, my husband, and my 2 kids. That's who was here when I gave birth. But also, my midwife that I was seeing during the whole time was very supportive of my home birth. And I think that helped the most because she is educated. She is very educated. And to know that she was okay with it and actually wanting me to go along with it and knowing how safe it was and everything, she just made it so much easier and, you know, didn't make me reconsider or change my mind or anything. She didn't make me feel like I'm a horrible person for wanting to have a home birth. You know how OBs are. That's just how they are because they want to make their money. 4, you have to prepare. You have to write out a birth plan. You have to talk to your midwife and partner. Make sure they are on board with what your wants and needs. But make sure you know those could go out the window if things change. This is a huge thing, is I'm not ignorant or stubborn enough to not go to the hospital if anything at any point went wrong. That's why I had a plan B, meaning I had it all written out for how I wanted my birth plan to go. I had bags packed for the hospital if I needed to be transferred. If I went past 24 hours, I would go to the hospital. You know, like things, you have to be very aware that things can change very quickly. 5, watch or take childbirth classes, all stage of labor and learning positions. I just watched YouTube videos and just read a lot of stories and everything, and that's what worked for me. If it works for you to go to childbirth classes, CPR classes, that's great. And I actually encourage you to, but the town I live in just doesn't provide those, and I wasn't about to drive an hour and a half to go to those with 2 kids, like 2 toddlers. So yeah, if you can get to them, I would recommend going to like CPR classes and, you know, just midwife classes, stuff like that. 6, study pain management techniques. Identify what works for you for focusing and relaxing. Sorry, I cannot read my own handwriting. That's sad. What worked for me was the hypnobirthing, but yoga works for people. Really listening to some calm music or whatever type of music that you want to listen to. Some people listen to rock music. That's just how it is. To each your own, and just really get down deep and really breathe. And like if you're having gas pains or if you're having a headache or whatever, you can really just ease your mind and don't think about it. Think about something else. Think about being in very deep in your soul and stuff, and you can really, really get out of it. So it really helps. Prenatal yoga and meditation every day works really well for me, and that kind of goes along with the hypnobirthing, the study pain management, like stuff like that. Different positions really helps with pain management and stuff like that. Maybe getting in the hot tub, or not the hot tub, but the birthing pool, or like the shower or the bathtub. Those things work for people. 8, get rid of all your fear built up. You need to talk about it. Make a video. Talk to people about it. Tell them what your fears are. Talk to your midwife. Things like that, and let them know your fears and just get it out. Even if you don't want someone to listen to you, make a video or talk to the mirror. Who cares? But you need to let that stuff out, because if you build it up, then it's gonna haunt you when you come to give birth and be in labor and you're like, oh crap, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. No, you don't need to have that mindset. You need to have the mindset I'm gonna do this. I'm a freaking powerful woman. I'm gonna be able to do this, and I don't care if my partner or anyone is on board with me. I'm gonna do this because I'm stubborn and I can do this. And so that's just the mindset you're gonna have to have. My husband wasn't on board at first either. It took me a long time to get him on board. And once he knew that it was something I really, really wanted to do, he was on board. And he was like, okay, I'll watch videos. Okay, I'll learn. So it might not take 1 or 2 days. It might take your whole pregnancy for them to figure out that that's actually what you really want. The only thing you can control is yourself and your own thoughts. So that goes along with this whole thing is, you need to really focus on your body, knowing what's going on. If at any point you feel that something's going wrong or you want to get checked, go get checked. You can leave. They don't have the right to keep you there. I mean, they might say that you can't get discharged if you're whatever centimeters dilated or your water's broke, but it's not up to them. It's not illegal for you to leave the hospital. If that's what you want to do and you want to stay there, cool. That's your decision. And you can have a natural birth in a hospital. Just don't allow them to do, I cannot think of the word. It starts with a T. I cannot think of it. I'm so sorry, guys. And also trust your body and yourself. Know that you are able to do this. You are strong enough to be able to have a home birth. And even if it has a midwife or a doula or whatever, you can do it. You are strong. And this is what our bodies have been made to do for thousands of years, like I said. And society has just changed it to make you think that you can't. That you need to be able to be in the hospital. You need all of the drugs. You need epidural. You need Pitocin. You need C-section. You need all of that stuff. No. Even if this is a VBAC that you're doing, you can do it. You can do it. And I am so excited. If you do have a home birth or you are interested in home birth, be sure to leave me down in the comments if any of these things helped you, or if you have a home birthing video or whatever. I'd love to see it. So leave your link down in the video and down in the comments. And this little girl is 7 weeks old, and I had her out in my living room. I had a dry birth. I was gonna do a water birth, but it kind of scared me. I wasn't knowledgeable enough in it, and so I just didn't go with it. I had a dry birth, but it wasn't a baby pool. She's just so perfect. Also, a home birthing kit is a huge thing for preparing for natural birth, because you can put everything together yourself, but having all those materials ready and having those things, it makes it a lot easier and just helps it go smoother. So, and then I'll be also doing a video about exercises that you can do that are really useful or were useful to me. And then I will also be doing a video of how to prepare your partner for home births.